Ready for math? We're going to do some measurement today. And what I'd like you to do is get out your toolkit. Now, the last time, I think yesterday, I asked you to keep your cubes in your toolkit. You should have 5 of one color and 5 of another color. They might not be red and yellow, but whatever colors you have are fine. So, if I have 5 red and 5 yellow, how many do I have in all? 5 plus 5 equals 10. Very good. So, if your cubes are not in your toolkit, go and get them too. All right? And then turn the video back on when you're ready. Cubes and your toolkit. All right? What I want you to do is take out your glue stick. We're not going to use it, so leave the cover on. But what I'd like you to do is to use your rods. I keep saying rods. We're going to use the cubes that we've made into a stick like this to find out how many tall our glue stick is. So what you have to do, of course, is line up the bottom best you can. What I'm going to do, just to make it even, see my kit? If I put them here, then I know they will be even. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe just a little bit more. So it's just about 4 cubes tall, right? 4 cubes tall. A little bit of the 5th one, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Mine is just about 4 cubes tall. That's measuring. Adults, well, they measure with other things, but we're going to measure with cubes today. Are you ready? Take out your pencil. Now, boys and girls, if you've sharpened your pencil, everybody's pencil could be a different size. Think about how we measure. We have to line up the bottoms. Ooh, look at mine. Mine is 9 cubes tall. Just a little bit of the 10th one. So it's not really 10 cubes tall, is it? It is 9 cubes tall. How tall is yours? If you haven't sharpened yours, it might be the same as mine. Pencils are a little different. Ooh, take out a die. If there are 2, we call them a pair of dice. 1 is called a die. So that sounds kind of funny, but take out a die. Doesn't matter which one. What do you think? Oh, almost 1 cube. Almost 1 cube tall. Very good. Ooh, do you still have your yellow highlighter? I hope it's in there. Ready? How would you measure it? Line up the bottoms. Very good. And let's see. Wow, this is 5 and 1 more. 6. I didn't even have to count it. If you keep yours in a group of 2 groups of 5, that'll make it easier. 5 and 1 more will bring me up to here. So it's 6 cubes tall and just a little bit of that 7th one. Is that what yours says? Very good. Ooh, you know what's different for everybody? The chalk. Take out your piece of chalk. That's where I told you to keep it, remember? In your last pickup, I said keep your chalk in there because in January we're going to use this chalk again. Now, mine, when I line them up at the bottom, oh, sorry, let me get it. When I line them up at the bottom, my chalk is 2 cubes tall and just a little bit of that 3rd one. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, pair of scissors. Did you measure that yet? I'm going to put the biggest part, which is the part, see how that sticks out? I'm going to put that part there. Line them up at the bottom. Oh, now look. There's all my 5 and 2 more. 5, 6, 5 plus 2 is 7. So it's 7 cubes tall, just a little bit more. But don't put it away yet. What if I wanted to know how wide it was at its widest point? I would line them up. Oops, I'll do it so you can see it. At the widest point. Oh, my scissors. Let's see. Look like they are 3, almost 4 cubes wide. Ooh, let's close our toolkit. Ready? And let's measure the name tag. Okay? So we would line up the bottom so it would be even. Ooh, look at that. How tall is the name tag? Remember, 5 and 5. It's almost 10 cubes tall. Yep, really close to 10 cubes. I wonder how wide it is. This way. Line it up at the bottom of your name tag. Well, what do you think? 2 and just a little bit more. Yep, almost 3. 2 and a little bit more. Now, you can use these cubes to measure other things. We don't have enough to measure really long things. You could measure your pointer finger. Mine is 4 cubes tall. You could measure, I was going to say my mouth, but I don't think I want to put my mouth on anything like this. If I hold it in front of me, it's about 2, my mouth, I guess it's hard because it looks different depending how far away you put it. One of my eyes is about 2 cubes wide. But I didn't actually touch my face, so you can decide. If you make a fist, could you put it across at the widest part? Actually, maybe this way. Ooh, so it is 5 cubes wide. You can take these and see what you can measure. Now, in your Module 3 notebook, they ask you to do something that I think is kind of silly. Okay, so parents, if you're listening, it says at the bottom here, they want your child to cut out this piece of string. Well, to me, that is just a crazy little piece of string. If you have an actual piece of string and you could cut it to that size, that would be great and you could do the activity. If you don't, and I did not give you a piece of string to do this with, I'm saying we could use our our cubes. Now, the hard part is 3 is just a little too big and 2 is just a little too small. But you know what? If you decide to do it with your cubes, your rods, I'm sorry, whatever this is, cubes, just do it with 2. So what they're asking you to do is they say cut out the picture of the string. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you have a piece of string and you want to cut it that size and you want to measure, that's fine. Or you could use 2 of these cubes. Keep them together. And it says to compare the string or the cubes with each object to see which is longer. Then use the line next to each object to help you compare. Color objects shorter than the string green. Color objects longer than the string orange. But what I like to do, I'm going to take out just my green and my orange so I don't get confused. Green and orange. So it says color object shorter, green, I'm going to put a green, and longer, orange. So see what I did? I put a little short line under the word green and a long line under the word orange so I would remember. Now let's see what happens. Here are my cubes. If I put my cube on the line under the car, is the car longer than the cubes or shorter than the cubes? It's longer, so I'm going to color it orange. Now remember, you don't have to put a lot of time into it, but if you do little circles, which is what I'm doing, little circles, you will be able to stay in the lines and do a neat job, even though it's a quick job. And no matter what work I do, I always want it to be my best. So that didn't take very long, and it's because I just moved my fingers. I didn't move my whole arm, okay? So when we hold it up next to the leaf, is the leaf longer than the cubes or shorter? The leaf looks shorter than the cubes. So if it's short, we're going to color it green. Remember what I said. Nice, careful work. Just little circles. It only takes 3 seconds. But I didn't go out of the lines. I tried to stay in. Now, it says on the back of your paper, and look, there is nothing on the back of this one, so we can do it. On the back of your paper, draw something longer than, shorter than, and the same length as the picture of the string. Well, that means make something that is longer than these 2 cubes. Make something that is shorter than the 2 cubes, and then make something that would be about the same size as the 2 cubes. Color the object shorter than the cubes green. Color the objects longer than the cubes orange. And then the one that is the same, just leave it as is. Okay? I think you can do that. 1 page today, boys and girls. Longer, shorter, measuring by lining up. You got this.